This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com with a daily wrestling news update. SmackDown last week, which I did a watch along on, did a 0.69 rating for the WrestleMania Go Home show, which was their highest rating in 2 years. Rampage, the same night, did one of its lowest ratings ever, 0.1. Vince McMahon was back fully in charge of Raw on Monday, running the show, of course. He's now working for Endeavor, which owns WWE. He did an interview, actually, with MSNBC recently, and it was about the sale with the Endeavor owner, where he basically said the scandal made no difference in whether he was going to sell the company or not. And he's very happy about this new super company with WWE and UFC. Dave Meltzer basically said that with Vince running things again, basically he's back, and if people think that was bad, it will be bad. Well, he is the guy that made wrestling what it is today. So I didn't like Triple H's booking. So Triple H is still technically in charge of creative, but him bringing back all these unknown NXT wrestlers didn't do it for me. And I have reviewed some shows under Triple H's booking, and it didn't impress me. Basically, Triple H commented on the WWE sale issue and said, quote, "The WWE you know and love is going nowhere." Well, let's hope that we do see some changes. I would suspect that with a new company owning it over time, there will be some changes. They had Brock Lesnar beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes last night on Raw. Also, Dana White commented on the UFC sale, basically saying there's no limit to what the company can do now that UFC and WWE are combining forces. Also on Raw last night, Matt Riddle returned. Hello, Pubert, watching on the Great North Wrestling Twitch channel. By the way, Brutus the Barber Beefcake is doing a live shoot interview with me this Thursday at 6 p.m. And then Thursday at 7 p.m., Missy Hyatt will be on the Great North Wrestling Podcast. Yes, Bob, hit that like button. Appreciate everyone that's going to hit the like button, help get the video. In recommendations, Pubert, Vince was always a billionaire. He was always a billionaire. Someone says WWE and UFC now have 90 combined years of experience. You know what? I don't see anything bad about it because I didn't like the current WWE product. I don't know how much it's going to change, but at least there's a possibility of things changing. For instance, their policy of hiring all these athletes with no experience. The only athlete with no experience has really done well that's coming to mind that they signed was Brock Lesnar. Sheldon Benjamin's still around, but he was never like a big superstar. So their current hiring policies of hiring these athletes, I don't know. Maybe stuff like that'll change. You're not going to see Brock back to UFC. I couldn't see that. Fighters crossover. Well, has there been a UFC fighter? I guess Ronda Rousey might be the most successful UFC fighter crossing over to wrestling. Overall, they haven't done that well. And although Brock Lesnar did win the UFC heavyweight title, other than that, there hasn't really been any wrestlers that have done well in MMA. Jack Hager had some very controversial fights, and he was wrestling pretty much fighting tomato cans pretty much. And it's questionable whether he lost his last one or not. And the one before that, I mean, he kneed the guy in the groin. and it was kind of a, I forget if it was a no contest or a disqualification. I think it was a no contest, but yeah, I don't think there's a big crossover between wrestlers and fighters. Someone says, I don't know what that means. Yeah, Brock Lesnar could not. The other thing is the heavyweight division in UFC, Brock Lesnar could not compete with the John Jones. His last two fights, he had first round knockouts. He got knocked out in the first round. So he had good booking when he got in UFC. It was good timing and good booking, and he was a lot younger. DJ, I wouldn't believe much about what Brutus Beefcake said, or about what Virgil said, I mean. Grandma Daisy has changed her name. Someone want about Mike McGurk. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. And Pubert's excited about Brutus Beefcake. Yes, Vince, I will comment on this, Robert. Vince has dyed his hair and grown this horrible mustache. I don't know what look he's trying to get, but he looks like a cartoon character with this. I mean, I used it as a screenshot, but this look on him is really funny. I mean, here it is again. Here's a clearer picture of the new mustache from that MSNBC interview. It's an interesting look with that mustache, but you can't bash success. He's extremely successful. I wish I could have that kind of success. So congratulations to him on all of his success.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates.